So far, we've talked about epithelial tissue and connective tissue. Let's now end by talking about muscle tissue and nervous tissue. Muscle tissue, all types of muscles, they contract. That is a major thing that they have in common. They are contractible tissues. And they contract to produce movement of some kind. So in general, all of them have some sort of motion function. Skeletal muscle is the most commonly thought of muscle type because it moves the body. It's the muscle we talk about when we say we went to the gym and I worked out my muscles. I got stronger muscles. We got stronger skeletal muscles. It attaches to our skeleton and we control it voluntarily. So with thought, you can say, I want to pick up this pencil and lift it, and you're going to contract muscle to do that. It has cells that are long, multinucleated, and it has striations or stripes. Our cardiac muscle functions to pump blood. So our heart is made of cardiac muscle, and these are involuntary contractions. You don't think to yourself, contract, contract, contract. Your heart just pumps, it just does it, which is great. You're able to sleep this way. And so we say that the heart is an involuntary muscle. The cells in our cardiac muscle are a little bit different than the skeletal muscle. They're still striated, so they're still striped, but these are shorter and they're uninucleated, and the cells fit together with intercalated discs, and they meet with gap junctions. In this way, what's happening chemically in one cardiac cell can very easily be passed along to nearby cardiac cells, and your heart can pump as one as opposed to all of the cells of your heart pumping without rhythm. That would be bad. Finally, we have our smooth muscle, which lines our hollow organs. This one doesn't have any striations. There's no stripes. That's why it's called smooth. It's uninucleated and the cells are spindle-shaped. And again, this lines the walls of our hollow organs, like our stomach and our uterus and our blood vessels. And the contractions can either constrict or dilate, which means to expand. So smaller or bigger, the cavity that it lines. So we can change the shape of that hollow organ. And these are our slowest to contract. So you want to think about how you can compare and contrast these different types of muscle tissue. Finally, let's talk about our nervous tissue. Nervous tissue receives and conducts electrical impulses. And there are two major types of cells. There are neurons, which are the workhorse of the nervous system. They do that electrical firing and make up those important nervous signals that allow you to function as a human. And then we have our support cells, which are glia cells that still conduct electrical impulses, but they have a slightly different role. Okay, so in general, we've talked about the four major tissue types, what they are, where they're found, structures, the functions. So you want to think about what makes each of these tissue types different, and then the subtypes within it.